Robin Smith is gone. Oh, that's very close first ball. And that's exactly the start that Curtly Ambrose and Richard Richardson would really have dreamed of. Curtly Ambrose absolutely dead on target. The first ball of England's second innings. And Michael Atherton is going to do nothing more for the rest of this game than watch.
The West Indies couldn't have asked for a better start at all. Curtly Ambrose immediately on target. Atherton being hit plumb in front. Well, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Plumb in front, and England lose their first wicket on 0.
First runs for England. Oh, trouble here, trouble. This is absolute disaster for England. And that really is a complete tragedy. Mark Ramprakash is the man run out. England are now 1 for 2. And as Mark Ramprakash came back for a second run there to take on Courtney Walsh's arm, we'll have a look at this in a moment. He found himself with Curtly Ambrose blocking his way, changed his mind. That was where the indecision came in. Tucked away to long leg. Courtney Walsh has 15 yards to his left to make. Ramprakash turns, hesitates. Curtly Ambrose in the middle of the wicket there. Alex Stewart has come. And although the throw is 2 yards off target, that was the result. Richardson across quickly but unable to stop it. A little bit of a bobble as that ball reached the West Indies captain. That's out! Robin Smith has gone! What more can you ask of Curtly Ambrose? If ever you've got a crisis, send for Curtly, and that's the end of the crisis. Robin Smith comprehensively beaten as he played forward. England in complete disarray.
Well, Curtly Ambrose, a great fast bowler for the West Indies, has done it again. I've seen Robin Smith get bowled for the second time now in this series on the forward defensive. And each time after the ball has passed, the stroke looks almost correct, but the gap was there, the ball went right through. England now 5 for 3.
Well, that's past Keith Atherton, and that'll run away for 4. It's a nice shot from Graham Hick, nicely timed. Curtly Ambrose knows it's out. That's a thin little nick from Graham Hick. And this man Ambrose can do absolutely no wrong whatsoever. An indeterminate shot from Graham Hick really hasn't been his day at all. If it's anyone's day, it's certainly Curtly Ambrose's.
Well, just as I said, Curtly Ambrose wouldn't have minded those 3 runs. Graham Hick just pushing at this delivery just outside the off stump. Feet not really moving at all. And Curtly Ambrose does it again. Graham Hick wouldn't want to be seeing this man too often. England now 21 for 4 and not in a very good position at all.
It's going to be into the boundary. Hit it in the air, but hit it well enough. That's it. Wicket number 5. Curtly Ambrose strikes once more. The Queen's Park Oval is absolutely jumping. England are 26 for 5.
Well, what a performance by Curtly Ambrose. I've said all along he's a class act, a truly great bowler. The only great bowler on show. There's some good ones, but great he really is. Fantastic performance. He's just blowing away England. Fast, hostile, accurate. Really played all around that Alex Stewart. The ball didn't do a lot. It was the line, it was the length of it, and the pace and aggression. 26 for 5.
That's gone. 6 out. Brian Lara takes the catch at the first slip. England are 27 for 6. And on the unbelievable collapse here on the Queen's Park Oval. West Indians are jumping around both on and off the field.
Well, this is beginning to be a nightmare for England, a nightmare that won't go away. I mean, who would have believed this would have happened? With a realistic chance of winning for England. Salisbury just hanging out his bat, nice slip catch. And the West Indies bowlers just blowing England away.
Shot. Flicked it away off the legs. He's going to go for 4. Much later on. That's gone. Simmons takes the catch, a second slip. England are 37 now. And that is the 7th wicket to have fallen.
Well, it was the ball before that did the damage, not only to Jack Russell's hand, but in his mind. That's the key to fast bowling. If you can get inside the batsman's mind where he's wary of you, then you've got him. And that's what Curtly Ambrose did. The short ball banged in. Jack turned away, got a knock on his hand. It was painful. And then this was another banging ball, and he really didn't know what he was doing. He just hung the bat out. And that was a classic fast bowler's dismissal. Soften up the batsman, stick in the short ball, hit him if you can.
And that's it. Curtly Ambrose strikes again. Graham Thorpe is bowled. Ambrose plucks out the stumps once more. And England are 40 for 8.
Well, that scoreboard 40 for 8 is just unbelievable. I mean, I've been saying all along in Guyana and here in Trinidad, these sort of pitches where the ball keeps low, if you play back often enough, you play back at your peril. Sooner or later, you're going to get a lowish ball. And when you get a low ball at pace, like Ambrose has been bowling and Walsh, then you're in big, big trouble. You see, halfway up the stump, he's been softened up by Courtney Walsh, really, as young Graham Thorpe. He's had a real baptism of fire, and eventually succumbed at the other end to Ambrose, because it's his day. He's been the man.
That's in the air, and it's gone down towards finding Ambrose down there, and they'll come back for the second. So England have moved to 44. So that brings England at least level with their previous lowest score of 45. That's gone. Comfortable catch, catching practice. Brian Lara takes it with no bother whatever. England are 45 for 9 with Caddick going for 1.
Well, it wasn't a particularly distinguished shot, just flailing at the ball outside off stump. Once you hang your bat out like that, it's the sort of thing where players on a morning give each other slip catching, and that's what it was.
And they recognise, those in the stand, that that's England's single to carry them past their lowest previous score. They're now 46 for 9. And that's in the air. Benjamin down there for it. The match is over. The West Indies have won. Winston Benjamin taking the catch. England all out for 46, with Lewis caught by Winston Benjamin off Courtney Walsh for 6, leaving Angus Fraser not out, no score, and the West Indies take a 3-love unassailable lead in the series and retain the Wisden Trophy. And Curtly Ambrose is being, well, they're trying to at least lift him shoulder high. West Indian supporters down there very jubilant. Ambrose with a souvenir stump. He's done it again for the West Indies. England had 196 runs to win the match, and they collapsed. Absolute collapse yesterday before the whirlwind that is Curtly Ambrose. He took 6 of the 8 wickets to fall yesterday for 40, and this morning England adding only 6 runs and just barely getting over the further ignominy of falling for their lowest ever score in Test cricket.